Hello everyone, this is Lei and I just finished this sketchbook and I thought that it would be fun if we'd look through it together. So this sketchbook is actually just a really cheap drawing pad from IKEA that I got from my parents for Christmas one year, quite a few years ago. And if we open it up, there is a little note here in the corner that says that I started drawing in the sketchbook in November of 2016. So I've been drawing in it for a little bit less than 2 years now. And quite fittingly, on the first page here is a drawing of a cheetah. And if you follow me on Twitter or on Instagram, you know that I do draw a lot of cheetahs, so that's very fitting. And I thought I'd just flip through this sketchbook and look at the stuff that is in here and talk about some of the things that I find interesting. There are a lot of things in here. I can't really talk about all of them, but we'll just see how it goes. So what I draw is a lot of figures and a lot of animals and a lot of anthropomorphic characters. I really like these two pages, or this spread. These were all drawn from reference. We have some cheetahs here that turned out pretty great, and also these lines here. And I really still like the sketch. I think it has really great shapes. And here we have an athletic lioness that I was really happy with at the time. Let's see, some more lions here. And if you follow me on social media, you probably know that I draw these space cats or catstronauts or whatever you want to call them. And I never planned for them to be a thing. I just put two things that I like together, so cats and space. And I just kept drawing them, and they've kind of evolved into their own little thing, which is pretty neat. Here we just have some poses that I was just drawing from imagination. And we have some people here. I don't draw a lot of people, so they look pretty wonky. These ones are super wonky and not that great, but I call this sketchbook my ugly sketchbook, not because everything that is in here is ugly, but just because it helps me to relax and just doodle or draw whatever I want and not worry about making great art all the time and that everything has to turn out perfect. And it's really helped me to enjoy drawing a lot more. So here we have a little astronaut. It's pretty cute. Some poses from imagination probably. And this one, people usually ask me, or they sometimes ask me, if I take commissions. And the answer is generally no. But I did take 2 commissions once, and they were both space themed, and I enjoyed them a lot. So this is a sketch for one of them. And these are also sketches for that one commission, and this is a sketch for the other commission. And these two are also sketches for that commission. So let's see what else is in here. Sorry if I stumble on my words or over my words. I get kind of nervous filming videos, and I just generally struggle at speaking, I guess. I kind of like this one. This guy here, I was planning on making him or turning him into a painting, but I haven't yet. And here we have some, again, wonky people. So that's interesting. And here I was playing around with my ballpoint pens. I have a couple of them in different colors, and I thought they would make nice pens for sketching with, but I didn't really like how they felt or worked on this paper, so I kind of discarded that idea. And I also did some tests with a brush pen here and just a normal fine liner here, but again, I didn't really like how the sketches turned out, so you can see that I kind of quickly went back to my normal pencils again. What do we have here? Just some really weird poses. This one is kind of interesting, and I was just trying to figure out how how poses work and how bodies work and stuff like that. I still really like these two. And here we have an athletic lioness. I guess it's the same character that keeps coming back. What do we have here? Just some anatomy stuff, and this looks like it was inspired by the Elder Scrolls, I think, probably. Here we have some warm-ups. It's not that interesting. And here we have some cheetah noses, a lion nose, and I think, let me turn this around. I have to stand up to check that the sketchbook is still in frame. It is. We have a cheetah sketch here, or a sketch of a cheetah skull, and a lion skull here. And somewhere around this point, I figured that I draw a lot of animal heads, but not a whole lot of complete animal bodies. So that's what I started practicing here with a little cheetah. Let's see. Oh god, let me turn this around. Here we have some really, this lion has really short legs for some reason. And here is a cheetah. It's pretty cute, I guess. Let me see. Oh, past me didn't make it easy for present me to show you all of this stuff because everything is drawn in different orientations. But anyways, here we have a little snow leopard and some space stuff, and that looks like a flying vehicle inspired by Simon Stålenhag's art. Here we have a wolf skull, I think, and just some little poses. Let's see, some more figures here. I still really like this one. I think the legs might be a bit long, or maybe it's just got some good perspective. I don't really know. Here are some more lions and cheetahs, or I'm not sure whether they're probably just cheetahs, and some warm-up stuff. It's not that interesting. Here we have an accidental blank page. Sometimes when I kind of trim this drawing pad around, I confuse myself and end up with accidental blank pages, but that's totally fine. Here we have a single lioness running. She's pretty skinny. I think I drew her from a reference photo that I found online. Here we have some more little lions. They all look a bit weird. I was trying to figure out their proportions and stuff like that. And here we have a cheetah that probably wasn't drawn from any reference at all. It looks pretty weird. Oh god, here we have some cheetah chests. I was trying to figure out how their chests look in like 3D or from different angles. So that was what I was busy doing here, and here we have some more cheetahs. It's not surprising. Oh, okay. So this is a really nice spread. I really like how these drawings turned out. I'll just flip them like this so that you can see them properly. So one of my friends allowed me to use his cheetah photos as reference, and I think somewhere around here I got my 6B pencil. It's this one here. I don't know if you can see like the lettering has kind of been rubbed off, but it's a 6B pencil, so it gets pretty dark. And I wanted to practice my values more, since up until this point I mostly did like line drawings. That's what I usually do. But I thought I'd practice my values, so that's what this is. And if I flip it around, there are some more little sketches here. They've smudged a bit, but that's just because the lead is so soft. But that's all right. It's just a sketchbook. It doesn't need to be pretty. Here we have some more animals. A tiger for once. And here are some more animals. Just go through this a bit faster, maybe. Nothing particularly interesting here. And these sketches, I was looking at photos online these really old photos from Japan, and they're super beautiful and interesting. I think they're colorized, um, and they look pretty nice. And I was just looking at them and just drawing some of the stuff that I saw. And again, I'm not really good at drawing people, so they all look a bit funny, but I had a lot of fun doing them, and I didn't spend very long on them at all, I think. Let's see here. No, nothing that interesting, I think. I'll stop turning this sketchbook around because there is so much stuff that is in different orientations, but there is nothing here that I think I want to talk about. Let's see, some more figures, some space stuff. I was trying to figure out what this little cheetah astronaut would look like in like a comic or something, I guess. It's pretty cute. Space helmets are the bane of my existence. I always struggle to draw them properly, which is kind of sad because I would really like to be able to draw them better. Here's the little space cheetah again, and he's looking at some, I think I call these space olives, just some plants on an alien world. Okay, let me flip this. These sketches I really like. I like how soft they look. I don't know what I did here, but I really like them. And then here's just a really bad page. I remember I wasn't feeling it at all this day. Like sometimes you really just have days where you don't feel like drawing, or you feel like you can't draw at all. So yeah, but you just keep at it and you get better, and before you know it, you'll have a day where you just feel amazing, like you can draw everything. I really like this one. I paid more attention to my pencil strokes, so it turned out pretty nice. Some figures here. I was trying to figure out how human bodies work, as always, and I put little exclamation marks on the ones that I thought turned out nice. This was another really bad art day, so I just drew a bunch of random stuff. Here we have some more anatomy practice, and I was labeling all the muscles or muscle groups to try to keep track of them. So we have more anatomy stuff. This one I kind of like. Like this one. He looks like a slightly pissed off but absolutely cuddly cheetah guy. Let's see, some more figures. This is what I often feel like when drawing, is just what's going on. Can I even draw? Not sure. Here we have a nice bulky spacesuit. I really like when they look like this, like really thick, I guess. So yeah, and this was drawn for a friend. I think it was based on like a Zootopia comic or something Zootopia related, where there is a cheetah pizza delivery person. More spacesuits. I really liked how this one turned out. I really like the Khajiits, which is probably obvious, but I really like the Khajiits in the Elder Scrolls games, and I think this was a little bit Khajiit inspired. Here we have a little suit that you would put under a spacesuit, I guess, to keep you cool. They don't really look like that in real life, but it's sci-fi. I can do what I want. Here we have a little snow leopard, some tiger studies that I actually really enjoy doing, and I still think that they look fun. What else? A cheetah and a lion, the normal stuff, you know. This is not the normal stuff. I was practicing doing some portraits of people. This one is really bad, so don't look at it too much. But these two are of a Swedish singer. This is Lady Gaga, but she got a slight tan, I guess. And I think this one is Taylor Swift. And this person, I'm not sure who it is, but yeah. And this little guy is just a cheetah holding a phone, looking cool. Isn't that what we all want to be? Cool and a cheetah, I guess. And here we have a tiger in the same style. His head is a little bit too big or something. Or he doesn't have a neck. There is something wonky about him. This was just drawn from imagination. And here we have a spacesuit design that turned out pretty great. And it has helmets here with a little cheetah in it. And here we have two catstronauts. I was thinking of maybe sometime making a comic with these space cats. And as you can see here, I had some ideas for what that would look like. Yeah, just daydreaming about stuff and just drawing it here. And here we have a cool lion astronaut, and they're not allowed to have all that mane going on in space, so they either have to buzz it off or braid it. So he goes for the very famous Astro braid. It's pretty dope. Let's see, nothing here that is that fun. I really liked how this one turned out. I think I tweeted about it that I really liked this ear. It has very, I was very economic with my pen strokes, and it turned out great. This one didn't turn out great, so I wrote white on it. That happens sometimes. Yeah, these are all pretty good. I like them. Here we have another accidental blank page. And we're getting close to the end of the sketchbook now, actually. These were done not that long ago at all. I think just a couple of days ago, just a couple of days ago. Some lines, and then once in a while I'm like, I do draw a lot of cats. Maybe I should draw some dogs or some wolves or some canines. So that's what I did here. And then I just went back to drawing cats again, of course. I had a bad art day here, and I didn't really like how anything turned out, so I just drew some space plants, these space olives, and some lines, and then I went back to the plants, actually. These are dragon blood trees, I think they're called. I think they're native to Madagascar, but I'm not completely sure. But they look pretty cool. And then I just got inspired and drew some other weird plants here. And then I decided to see what they would look like in an actual environment. So I drew this little cat astronaut here, kind of investigating or exploring this area where there are a lot of alien plants. They're just growing. I name them when I'm drawing. I just name them. So we have space olives, and I think there's an onion palm. I think that's an onion palm. I think that's what I call it, anyways. And these trees, they're basically just straight sticks that I call needle trees. And same thing here with a really huge space olive, and just some other plants here. Here is a little planet. I used to draw a lot of planets when I was younger, like, I don't know how old I was, maybe like 10, 12. I was really, really, really into space, and I would draw these planets, both small ones and like big ones on big pieces of paper, all the time, and I was just really into that. So I guess that's kind of an homage to younger me, younger me that was really into planets, or drawing planets. I still am, but I don't draw planets as much anymore at all. Draw more animals now. So that's what these are, animals. And we have some wolves here. This wolf has really funny stick legs. Here are some more. Just really, that one was really quick. Like maybe I spent 4 or 5 minutes on it, just quickly trying to get the pose down. Here again I was practicing getting good shadow shapes which is something that I should practice more. So that's what I did here. They're pretty cute. I'd hug them. Yeah, wasn't really feeling it here, but then I did some anatomy practice here. That turned out nice, and I continued with this one, and I really like all the shapes here. They look pretty great. So back to the cheetahs here. And this is the very last page in my sketchbook. We have some heads up here and then just some cheetahs. I drew these last night and completed this sketchbook after about 2 years. So that's everything, and I hope that you enjoyed looking through my sketches with me, and maybe I'll see you some other time when I've finished another sketchbook. Thank you for watching.